got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Geno Atkins got home that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Play action. It's Burrow. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Wright. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Cincinnati.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 30. Past the 20.
Oh, that's
and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Prater for the extra point. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early and let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
45-yard line.
Mayfield now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. To throw, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Browns 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
on 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
44-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Mac Wilson on the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the Bengals first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Bengals 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his tight end, Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
1st down, here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Down by Akeem Hicks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 57, Mike.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Cincinnati.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
23 yards on the play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Burton here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 16, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 7-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, 30, the 20.
It's over. It's over.
He'll score. Touchdown, Browns. changed that channel just yet, this one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Cincinnati.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Recovering. That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
57 Mike. Hey, alert!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
At the 33-yard line.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
47-yard line.
Here we go with Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Cincinnati.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. 31. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.